What's good, y'all? It's your good sis. We're gonna talk TV with Anne, the incomparable Anne. Anne, girl, I know you're in the dark. Anne,
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
yes, we're gonna try that again, Bram. We're gonna try
Okay.
that again. Because
Okay.
it's the
Okay.
mid-season finale. We gotta be on it.
We can't be doing. We gotta be on it. We gotta be on it.
What is good, y'all? It's your good sis coming to you from the Amtrak. Okay, for the episode 11, mid-season finale. Your good sis, you're gonna talk TV with, and the utterly amazing, but in the dark right now. We're gonna catch y'all up on why.
Allie Mick, giving it to you when I give it to you, but always in the nick of time. Y'all, I'm in the dark. Somebody done hit a damn transformer and knocked the whole power out in my darn complex. I'm in the dark, but I'm still in the light. Thank God, and I'm here. Erica's here. We here.
We here, we see each other. We have not talked about this episode prior to. I am on my way to New York, as I mentioned you guys, and I am planning to not get off the train. So I'm gonna have to keep it cute. But Lord knows, Jamie, Jamie, Jamie's the writer of tonight's episode. Y'all count your days, count them. I already asked y'all in the chat to drop your ratings for the episode. Let us know how you feeling, what you thinking. Allie, you said that they're gonna be coming back on May 22nd, right? So we got a little bit of a nice stretch of hiatus, apparently.
Yeah, we got a nice little break. We got a nice little break. May 22nd.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Can everybody hear us okay? Let us know if everything is all right before we press forward. While y'all letting us know that you can hear us well. Do we need to turn anything up, turn anything down? Let us know. I'm gonna go ahead and shout y'all out. But y'all was in here early. And hit that like button already for me, y'all. Just off top, because you already know this is gonna be great live. See you on the dog. Welcome in, boo. Hey Angela. Hey Jemima. Hey Stephanie. Hey Shekinah. Hey T Lovely. Hey Nikki baby. Hey Keisha. Hey Angie. Hey Cheryl D. Love and light. How you doing, boo? Shout out to all the members in the chat. Kelly Hester Jones, Erica James. I know Money for the Table popping in soon. Erica, James I already said you, boo, but I know you cutting up today. Shari P. Y'all gotta bear with me because I'm not even running the live. So shout out to my cousin who's actually running the live, so I can come to y'all live from the damn Amtrak on my way to New York. So I'm a little bit
Yes.
discombobulated. Queen Kayla Boo, hey honey. Sierra, A Noel, how are you, A Noel? Cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Wednesday talk to you as well. Um, Kayla, Lauren C, our amazing moderator. The member Kimberly Felder, hey honey. Hey DNC Greatness. Ellie, you want to tell them why you in the dark?
Yes, just
Life
to
is
give
life.
everybody who coming in, life is life, and we were literally getting ready to test because my good sis is on this good old midnight train to New York, not Georgia. And the moment we get on, I hear this loud boom. It sounds like a darn gunshot times five. And my power went out. Opened the door. It's pitch black outside. So I am without power. Um, you know, but we here because we got a lot to talk about. But
It,
that's why you
it,
guys can't see me. That's why there's no visual for me.
it's giving commitment though, friend. I was like, listen, you need to hop off. What you need to do? And you were like, go get this
No,
shake
no,
you
no,
and have a
no, no,
conversation.
no. Yeah, we gonna always, always. It got to be something detrimental as to why I can't be on.
I love
Mm-mm.
it. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and shout some of these ratings out. Ellie, who you seeing in the chat and what they rating? Thank you, Keisha. I am gonna be
I
faithful.
see a lot of sevens. I see a lot of sevens. Let's see. Kelsey Johnson give it a six. Kelly Hester Jones a six. Tracy B a six. Zaria, I hope I said your name correctly, is seven. Mimi Loves P seven. Keisha Bellamy eight. Jackie Lawrence seven. So Firelock seven. Angie gave it a seven. It's a lot of sevens.
It is
Five
a
and
lot of sevens.
five and seven. Yeah.
Hey, Shawtown girl. Hey, Shari Boo. Um, a lot of 7. 10, 10 for Pam, standing 10 toes down for Karen. Yes. I like
Erica
Loki
James,
with, what'd she say?
2.99. Thank you, Pam.
I know Erica gonna be a weird home tonight.
Oh,
I wish she gave Pam more lines, but I guess that's what they're gonna say the second half for. Y'all, Angie is going to be up to a series regular next season, season 8. So we're gonna get more from Pam. It's just unfortunate we're gonna have to wait another 11 episodes. We need her now. We need her speaking now, speaking more now, in my opinion. Shaka Allen
yeah.
says, I'm gonna give this episode a 9. Hey, Jay Tucker.
Okay, okay.
Hey, Noel says, thank you for your commitment, Erica, because I was ready for this midweek check. Listen, both Ellie and I committed. We are here with you. I'm on the train. She in the dark. What other content creators are doing that? What YouTubers are doing it? We'll wait. We'll wait. It's giving greatness over here.
Oh,
People be sitting at the top of
it's
the
giving.
mountaintop. But okay. Ellie, what you rate the episode?
You know what, Erica? I don't even know if I have a number, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like, and we all grown, and y'all know a lot of my analogies are surrounded by sex. I feel like I got myself all dolled up and cleaned and fresh and ready for the session, only to go through the formalities, but never reaching my peak. That's what this episode did for me.
I actually think that that is a great way to put that. Like, they tried to start the car. Maybe it's turned it a few times. Got it started a little bit, but we ain't going nowhere. We didn't get to enjoy it, the ride at all. It's just we're here.
Hmm.
Car decked
Yeah,
out, freshly washed, beautiful, ready, ready to ride, and we ain't going nowhere.
ready.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't have a number at the top of my head either, but I really resonate with your analogy. It just feels like there's so much happening and then nothing happening. I'm
Yes.
just like, what are we supposed to do with this at this point? Like, there's so many
Yes.
comments that I've gotten this week about how people want Tyler to take the reins back, and it's just like y'all beg for Tyler to get writers, and now that he has writers, y'all are dragging them through the mud. I don't know if I'm ready for the writers to let go of the reins, but I do want them to reel it in. It to me, this episode it still gave more inconsistency, lack of continuity, things happening just to happen. So much stuff feels very forced. Like for me, what they did with Karen's character at the top of this, they really wanted her to be messy. They really wanted her to pick a fight. And I just felt like there was better ways for them to do that in a nuanced way to really bring about this conflict, but it just felt really sloppy. And then that just kind of carried on. Like Karen as a character got cleaned up towards the end because I stood 10 toes down on everything that she did after the 30-minute mark. But the first half, it was like, okay, this you don't actually have to do this. You don't actually have to do that. Not that she was wrong for doing it, but I don't know. It it's so much in the storytelling that has been just clumsy. Like I said, lack of continuity, re-saying certain things that you don't actually need to say. I already told you on my preview. I don't believe Fatima was ever going to cut Gary. So it's just like, like what are we doing? What are we doing? That's what this episode is. What are we doing?
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
just
really what it gave. Like that's really what it gave. I was like, and y'all don't think, well, whatever. But sex is just always a great analogy to use because it's
Mhm.
universal and most people have had it or are doing it. But it made me feel as a woman, you ever been in a situation where you with your man or whatever, and then you feel yourself about to get there, and then he move, and it's like, ain't nobody telling you to change positions. I was almost there, and it feel like even that the scene at the juice bar or whatever, it felt like yes, we're going somewhere, we're getting there, and it just fell flat to me.
Mm,
It just fell
that's
it
right.
fell very flat, just like with Fatima. When they was in Gary's office, I was like, give Fatima something to do.
Mm-hmm.
No one is
That's
scared of her. Like at this point, is completely redundant, and it just makes no don't have me going this bag. You done had that bag twice on Gary. You ain't go in it yet. Shut up.
The way that people are trying to read me because I said it, and I think my trailer break, Fatima, Gary is not scared of you. Like they were like, "Erica, he is scared of Fatima. What are you talking about? First of all, he's psychotic. They are scared of nothing. Like Gary is walking around looking for a death wish. What are you like? Let's be for real. And that scene specifically just affirmed so much. And shout out to I think it said her name's Allie B. Said, look,
Hmm.
I'm grown. I can apologize. Y'all was right. This is Karen season. She stood her ground. Appreciate that, friend. I really appreciate that.
Yes.
That is what I love to see. I love you can have difference of opinions, but you can also take what they actually give you and allow that to inform you versus being so committed, so strapped to what you want it to be, so that every narrative gets like forced to be what you want it to be, and you just ignore what's actually happening. It's interesting to me that we're 11 episodes into season 7, and so many people are like, they still hate Karen. Meanwhile, I haven't seen her do anything this season that was not justified.
I ain't seen nothing yet.
Um,
I ain't seen nothing yet. Every and then and Erica, I know you get this stuff too on your channel because I be going through the comments and I be trying not to just go off on people because I try not to go off on them on mine. But it's a saying that I hear you say, especially when you're reviewing All American, and I think it's where you say they've lost the plot, like they've lost the plot. And I get a
Yeah.
lot of commenters, in my personal opinion, who have lost the plot because
Mhm.
clearly the argument is not about Danny and Andi and this friendship with Fatima, even though that is like a sub part part of it. The thing is, if I've confided in my friend and told my friend how I feel about something, and they do the very thing that I say hurt me or doesn't bring me peace, that's a problem. Like that's what the issue is. And tonight, anybody who says that Danny is friends with Fatima, that's a lie because Danny proved to me you're doing this to make Karen feel uncomfortable. You're
Mhm.
doing this because you know that it's something that she doesn't want you to do. So
Yep.
that whole thing with Danny and I'm like, she ain't nobody friend because I'm like, and it was just a whole lot of stuff. Even the fact of Zach. Well, yeah, I think you should go. Just 4 days ago, you told her not to hang with them helpers. Now you want her to go. Think about the
Um,
last
just
interaction.
just just 7 minutes ago, just 3 to 7 minutes ago, you were telling her not to answer the phone after you saw who was calling.
Facts. Facts. Now all of a sudden, yeah, I think you should. You know, she gonna have to get used to you being around. She gonna have to get used to you being around. And then my thing is this: Karen don't have to be
She
friends
gonna have
with
to get used
Fatima.
to all sharing friends. That's the key. But with the dialogue, I was very keen, and I wrote a note about that. She gonna have to get used to y'all sharing friends. I
Girl,
They're not sharing friends. These are Karen's friends that Fatima is actually honing in on. Because if we're gonna talk about sharing friends, then why aren't you setting up a meeting for Karen and Belinda? Why aren't you setting up a meeting for Karen and oh wait, that's what sharing friends looks like. This is actually one woman now attempting to infiltrate the friend group of another woman. One, how she feels, but then also
facts.
how Karen feels. Like I'm trying to figure out how we're going to actually break down this episode, and I kind of want to character by character. That would be the easiest way to like give cohesive structure
Yeah,
breakdowns, maybe because this episode was so all over the map. You want to do that?
it was. Yeah, characters is better. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Daniela because if y'all didn't need any more clues, this episode was it. She is not Karen's friend, and the way that she had no words for when Karen said, "Oh, I can go kick it with Mindy." Oh, I can go kick it with Tony
Mm,
ex-wife. No words, silent, no bars. But all we can figure out is how to come back with some little quip and a B word because we feel angry, because we feel anxious, because we know that we did this wrong, but we're okay with being dead wrong, specifically to this woman. What did she do to you? That's what I really understand. Dale, you're gonna have to tell me what Karen did to you for why you're harboring animosity. At this point, you're harboring animosity for over 20 years. Explain.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. When Karen said, would it be okay if I invited Preston's wife? And the look on Danny's face, I said, let's stay there. That feeling that you have right now, the piercing that you feel in your heart right now, that's how your friend feels when you bring this other person around, yet you don't care. You acted as if you didn't care when she brought up Tony's ex-wife. No, you should hang out with her, teach her about them kids. That's not how you feel. But that Preston thing, oh, that was a different story. So my thing is, if you feel that way, why would you want your friend to be placed in a position where she constantly feels that way when you bring Fatima around? Fatima didn't even need to be there. And the fact that she was like, don't invite Fatima, well, I'll invite Fatima if I want to, and then you immediately call her. And then my thing is too, but well, because we sticking on Danny, but it just really showed me just how nasty Danny is. She is not Fatima's friend. If anything, this show, I'm only doing this because I want to make this other person squirm. I want to make her feel uncomfortable because everybody who been in my comments, and there's been so many about how real Danny is, and Danny tell it like it is, and Danny don't sugarcoat. This was some of the fakest bullshit I have ever seen in my life. You gonna sit there and try to
Yep.
gaslight Karen? I've been down for you since freshman year, but girl, you just told your man how you couldn't stand her because she was so judgmental, and you're actually getting a kick out of this. It's easy to like Fatima. Karen is drama. Karen is drama, and I'm like the fact that Danny can so easily disassociate from reality is scary to me.
It's scary. It's very scary. 100%. It's completely wild. It's the hate team for me. Oh, she might be there or whatever. But this is real
Yeah.
rap raw Danny that y'all talking about. This is she telling like the news and she ain't scared of nobody. She hope keep everybody straight. So why she saying that Karen might be there or whatever? I'm waiting on why she said that.
Danny,
It's very very
Karen
passive
might be
aggressive.
there, but she the one who called and told you about it. But she might be there. Girl,
Like all of that is just total stuff that you know that she's dead wrong. You know that this is a problem. You know that this is going to cause conflict. And I don't even believe that you don't care. I believe that you are bored in your life. I believe that you are jealous of Karen. And I believe that you're looking at Fatima as some type of little fix to the angst that you're feeling as it pertains to Karen. But quiet as kept, Fatima don't know you enough to like you, Daniela. She likes the idea of you. What you tell Andy? 4 months in, you only meet somebody's representative. That applies to friendships as well, eh? Because I
mm,
promise you, if Fatima had to deal with the same woman who took that in and then allowed that to grind on her all the way until you know what? Because I'm on this public train, so y'all gotta fill in the blanks for me. Um, or the person who was watching that naked, you think Fatima wouldn't have already put your head through the mirror? But that's the Fatima that you don't even
okay.
know yet. You've only seen cute light skin, beautiful hair, silk prep is always wrapped, clothes is always clothing, you know. It's giving Fatima gives more accessible Andy. And this is why now I'm like starting to unpack this. I feel like she's gravitating towards Fatima more so that she's even doubling down on the friendship that she already had because Andy feels very unattainable to her. Andy still carries herself with a certain air of like, I'm better than all you bitches. But Fatima looks like Andy, acts like Andy, works where Andy is, wants to be like Andy, but then still has this ghetto Daniela quality to her. We're seeing right through you, boo. And it's trifling. And the moment that Fatima actually learns who you actually are is the moment that she stops being your friend. Because Belinda almost got a bullet to the head. What would Daniela catch?
Mm, okay.
Hmm.
I just don't
I
have no. I
really,
wanted to call Danny. So many B words. I don't like calling women. I don't really like using the word personally. But in my private, in my house, she was called a B several times tonight. But I don't know how. There is nothing that Danny can do. There is nothing the writers can write, say, reveal, nothing that would make me like that character. Period. Danny is nobody's
Same.
friend. Danny is for herself. There is nothing that can be done. And I get that we all have certain traumas and we all have triggers and things of that nature. But the fact that you're just choosing to be nasty, when we saw how you could have a conversation with Fatima last episode where you were calm, where you were validating her feelings, all of that. But the person who you say you've been down with since freshman year, you continue to give her your ass to kiss and then say, I don't want to be friends with somebody who can only see the evil in me. Well, baby girl, that's all that you show.
That's
That's who you
all that you
are. That's
show.
what you
She, she
encompass.
said
That's what
that.
you
I
possess.
said, so at what point are we now bringing back imaginary friends? Because I can only see what you're. And Ellie, I want to go ahead and like piggyback a little bit off of what you just said in reference to she's all about herself. I think the worst part about this, the part that hurts the most, are like the little hook, right? The little hook. So not only did you stab me, but there's like a hook there that got it gnawing at me, and I need to be free. Is that you're not so nasty, so rude, just because you were nasty to these girls and prioritize yourself. I feel like that would be the going to prioritize herself, her looks, her sex, her all of that. Zendaya don't even like herself. She's not actually choosing herself. She's not actually doing right by herself, but then compromising all of her relationships. So it brings me back to, so what are you doing this for? Does that make sense?
Hmm. Yeah, it definitely does.
Oh, I'm running it
I
out a
don't.
bit. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm on this train.
It wasn't that bad, but yeah, but you on the train, so it might do that. But
Did
yeah,
you say, listen,
it's
I think Karen loves calling Fatima the B word, and that's not right. Sometimes if you want to, sometimes it don't have to be right.
yeah. And I think that's the thing too,
Um,
because sometimes certain things are not right and wrong. It's just
mhm,
it just is what it is. And I think that too. It for me, yes, Karen called Fatima the I don't know. I just have so many feelings about this thing because I'm really starting to look at Fatima like a damn puppet. We ain't got to her yet, but that's where I'm that's where I'm going.
I can see
with
that.
her
I can
character,
see
but
that.
I'll wait. To, you know what I'm saying? I'll wait till we get there. But
Are we
just with
finished with
Danny,
Daniela? Oh, go ahead. Okay.
I think that's it because the more I think about Danny, the more I don't know. It just makes me, and it's something that we talked about last week, and I'm glad you brought it up when you talked about like what was the definition of friendship. And I was like, I really
Hmm.
don't have one, but I know what it's supposed to look like, and I know what it feels like. And when I see these women, and I understand the drama that happens and the chaos that can exist within friendships, but it's like these women, these are not friends. Like these are literally not friends. The way I saw every last woman, and I'm gonna say the ringleader, Danny, completely show their ass to me and completely show that y'all are all talk when it comes to, yeah, I got Karen back, or yeah, that's my girl, that's my best friend. You prove tonight she's none of those things.
Yep.
She is none of those things. But I'm done with Danny. I ain't got nothing to say about that whole about that trick.
Shakada says Annie just using Fatima to upset Karen and Fatima happy with it. Yep. So we gonna go to Fatima next. I just want to get a couple of y'all in the comments off. Um,
Yes, let's go.
Shottown Girl says my father what he said is he act like Fatima want to be around Karen. If anything, he should have said y'all need to learn to get along with each other for the sake of these kids. Ooh. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, the Danny and Fatima thing, that's kind of sideways. To look at that as Danny being virtual. I don't know what that means, Keisha. Erica, Andi, and Fatima being friends makes sense. Um, yeah, but it's why I think about that is it's like Fatima is technically Andi's friend. Then why you calling her? Why are you inviting her? Why is she showing up to a mutual friends event, coming from the same place and have no idea that she's gonna be there? It's giving weird.
It's definitely giving. It's definitely giving weird. It's definitely giving. What's the word you use, Erica? Desperate.
100%.
It's
Um,
definitely giving it. It's definitely giving puppet. It's definitely giving puppet for me. Because why do you even want to be with friends with these women? I could understand her and Andi because that was already established before we knew or before Andi knew that Zach was the guy that Fatima was dealing with. So I get that. I get that. But my whole thing is, why do you want to be friends with these women so badly? That's the thing that gets me.
yeah, but
Even
before we
even
transition
even knowing.
into Fatima, before we
Okay, go
transition
ahead.
to
Go
Fatima,
ahead.
the last thing I want to say about Danny is, y'all, the thing that really bothers me, not that we already in Philly, um, the thing that really bothers me, y'all, is that if Daniela really wanted to just be friends with Fatima on some, I love the way that you dress, I like how you carry yourself, you seem really cool. Why isn't she actually setting up things outside of the sister circle to engage Fatima in? Why hasn't Fatima come over to your house to drink since both of y'all are alcoholics? Why haven't you met up at the? Why have then Fatima? Why haven't you dragged her go try to work? Because she could go ahead and use it. She's unhealthy. Period. Um, why is it that every time that you pretty much engage with this person on purpose, it has to be within the confines of this group, but you're so pressed and you are going to have a friendship with her? It's given disingenuous.
Facts, and I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Y'all wanna drink, y'all wanna do whatever, but you don't pick up a phone. Obviously, you got Fatima number. You don't pick up the phone to call her for to just y'all two to hang out, for y'all two to converse, for y'all to get to know each other better. You don't do that.
I
You
would
don't
have
do
nothing to
that.
say. If you created a container for you trying to get to know this girl better and discover this friendship before you decide to torpedo the other one, because again, you don't even know Fatima that well, and she don't even know you that well. Y'all are getting along based off of commonality and toxicity. The flimsiest that you can build a relationship off of, that's what y'all are doing. So if Ben went out of her way to make sure that she was creating a space for her and continuing to build a friendship and keeping that separate, then I would have no word, nothing to say. But she's going out of her way to make sure Karen feels it every single time. The only time that they have actually engaged on a solo tip was an accident because they both happened to be at the same place at the same time.
Those are facts. And another thing, are we going to Fatima after Danny? Because this would be a good way to slide
Yeah,
both of
we,
them
we,
in there.
we, we can go into Fatima now. I just wanted to make that point.
Okay, I'm gonna say this last little bit about Danny, but it also shows. But this
I'm
goes into
sitting here
Fatima too,
standing on my
because it
camera.
because it also shows because it also shows how just you already said it disingenuous, and also how just disregarding both of those women are. This was a mocktail situation, no alcohol because of
I already
Karen
told
and
y'all. I
because
already told
of
y'all how I
and
felt
because
about
of
it. I already
Sabrina.
said it.
Yeah,
I knew she was
and
bringing
because of
alcohol.
Sabrina, you gonna bring this alcohol? Oh yeah, give me some too, girl. And it's like really Fatima, it's mocktails for a reason. So when that happened, I said, so why don't both of y'all just go to the bar?
Why are
Just
y'all
go to the
here?
damn bar. Y'all just basically, you know what I'm saying, it on Sabrina's event. Cause that's not what that was for.
And it gives disrespectful, if you ask me. I know some
Very
people want to
disrespectful.
see it, and they can be like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal, Eric. Today it's one no alcohol, and today other cup." Like, no. She set the tone, she set the expectation, she said what this was, and you purposely deviated from it because you are alcoholic and you just didn't drink that bad. Take your ass home if that's what you need so bad.
Okay.
And Fatima, you doubling
And
down in this. You don't want to be
Fatima,
friends with these girls. You want to big up Danny's bullshit, okay? You probably in the market to replace another toxic best friend because you had to try to shoot. You tried to shoot Belinda. So low key, Fatima, you don't actually want to be healthy. You don't actually want to progress. You don't actually want this life that you speak to because you steadily make decisions that either enable your goofy ass boyfriend or enable women around you to not push you to be better, not have you show up as the woman that you say that you are. Because it was giving bird at this juice bar. You sucking on Danielle's clit gave bird.
mm, come on now. It gave bird. It gave goof troop. It really did. And then the energy, I'm gonna just say the energy that Fatima had. First of all, I was and I think this thing that gets me with people too. Like when Karen does certain things, like that's not detached from reality. Let's deal with reality. Fatima comes in there as Karen is talking to her friend. Well, the baby might not be Zach's girl. Excuse me.
When I tell
So
you,
that's
y'all
the
can't
energy
tell
that
me.
you brought with you,
When I tell you, y'all cannot tell me a motherfucking thing moving forward. Because when I posted those videos last week, I got tossed left, right, and center. Fatima never does anything to Karen. It's always Karen. Fatima has one of the big friends. I have said that Fatima does not move with intentions or actions that actually show that. She's always in a gray area and or passive aggressive or aggressive aggressive her damn self. But y'all want to put that shit on Karen as if it's always Karen. Today, you decided to sit your ass in the middle of a friend group that you shouldn't even be in and then make that side remark. And then when Karen says what you say, if I wanted you to hear it, then I would have said it for you to hear it. But we're also in a group. So why are you saying anything that shouldn't be heard for the group? Y'all can't tell me shit else about this girl. Nothing. Okay?
absolutely nothing.
Y'all
You
sick
came
me.
to an event, but you want to whisper. You want to say things under your breath, and that's why I say even with Karen, people may not like what she say. They may not be in agreement with what she says, but you gonna always know how sis feel because she gonna make it known. Ain't no whispering. And just like she told Fatima, I've been with him for 3 years. I ain't got this spring to you. Who are you? I ain't got to tell you nothing. And
You
thank
want to
God
come
for.
back. Karen did it wrong because she said everything out loud so that everybody can hear and we can be clear. But Fatima is all God's gift to the girlfriends because she whispers under her breath and keeps everything real petty. When I tell you, y'all can't tell me. Y'all got to pray for May 22nd to come very fast because this video's about to drop. About to be relentless. Your fave is done. Your
Girl,
fave and her goofy ass new friend, done. Done so. Wrap it up. I gotta keep
then
it together, y'all, because I'm on the train.
I'm just trying to keep it because I know people got their windows up and try to get some type of air going, and I ain't trying to be super loud. But anyway, um, Fatima, going back to this thing with Zach, I'm gonna come back to the little juicing situation. How this man? I said, how this man just be coming in this law firm like he won the damn thing? This is a firm. Then you studying on company time. I ain't gonna come at you because I done did that too before. But it's the fact that Zach is buying you breakfast, brunch, whatever it was, as if these windows are not see that people can't see what y'all doing. Feed me. Oh, I shouldn't be studying. Fatima, everybody can see you studying, baby. Why are you not in your office? Why are you in the conference room? I said, now, writers. Now, I ain't really been coming for y'all, but it's just certain things that don't make no damn sense. She trying to hide, but she in the room where everybody can see her at. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
When I
saying.
say it's over
No
for
patience.
y'all's faves, I mean that shit. I mean it. Because the way that y'all are still hanging on, and this war has already been won, I am 100% the victor, babes. Y'all are hanging on, fighting the fight. That Zach is a good man. He supports Fatima. He's fat. He's a raging narcissist with nothing to do. And I can't wait for his ass to go broke. How do you go to the girl's favorite cafe, get her favorite sandwich, get her favorite dessert, choose to get yourself nothing, and then ask her for some of hers, making it about you? So then she has to give you back the
Yeah.
dessert, and then you say, "Feed me." Again, making it about you. Nothing that he ever does for Fatima is about Fatima. And if y'all can't see that, I'm sorry, babes. Enjoy the toxic relationship and the lack of love that you're experiencing because you don't know no better. And I'm trying to teach you, but you don't want to let me teach you. And I'm standing on business about what the guy said, and take it however the hell you want to take it. Zach is embarrassing himself. He walks up in a law firm like he works there, like he owns it. Fatima lets him. Hell, the writers even let him. But the fact that nobody is even saying a word, and didn't Marie just leave up out of there? She's supposed to be having like top flight security when she comes through. People got to
Mm-hmm.
get checked and stuff. Meanwhile, Zach gets to walk up in here with iced teas and berries and cream, only to take a moment out of Fatima's day to make it about him. What you missing her that bad that you make want to make sure that she's thinking about you as much as possible? Y'all gotta be for real. This relationship is toxic. It is not healthy for Fatima. If you are rooting for Zach to be with Fatima, you don't actually love Fatima. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but you know what? I'm glad to be the one to tell you because I'm gonna tell you the damn truth.
Those are facts. Those are facts. Oh Lord, when Fatima and Andy go to Gary, and Gary tell Andy he don't speak, he tell Fatima he don't speak Rottweiler. I lost it. I lost it. I oh
That's
my
one
God,
thing. That's one thing the writers are doing very, 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 very well. They are keeping me conflicted about Gary Borders because while I am rooting for his damn demise, if it is not an enjoyable ride to watch him sink to the bottom of the damn depth of the ocean because he's going out in style. Andy, please tell me I don't speak right. And he says it like he means it, yo. Like he means everything that he
yes,
says. Gary gotta chill, but like don't stop chilling. Because she's not gonna pull this, she's not gonna slit your throat. Him even being like, you gotta put the knife up a little bit higher if this is what you're gonna do.
baby,
I mean, I don't think that you got it in you, but if you do, let's see. Like, I was sitting there like I told him that Gary's not scared of her, but they want to believe in Big Bad Tima. Big Bad Tima ain't doing nothing. Can't bust a grape in a damn fruit fight. She's not Madam. She's Madam's cousin. Y'all need to go ahead and be clear. And I don't remember who said it in the chat, but somebody just said she Big Bad Hood Tima, but she can't stop the bitches from flying out of Karen's mouth. I said yes, exactly. At this point, girl, it's giving
yeah,
useless.
baby. This is the second time in 2 days that Gary done told somebody how to properly kill him. First, it was your man who laid a loaded gun on his desk. Then it's you telling you got to raise the knife a little higher to get to the right artery. Gary is not the person that y'all want to play with,
But they keep trying to play. They keep trying to play.
baby. Leave that one alone. Mm-mm.
And this is a good segue into Andrea's behind because we can work our way backwards from her. Because Andy, what are you doing? You know that she was on to you. It was so much exposition. It's like there's no way that she would know this, even if she could jump into conclusions. Why is she jumping to the conclusion that Gary killed her? Why is she jumping to the conclusion that just because she hasn't heard from her when y'all haven't even showed us them interacting on a daily basis? For it to be like weird that she just disappeared in the last 12 hours. Like this is weak at best. And then Andrea Barnes with her little screechy ass, whiny ass voice talking about, just notice you did something, Gary. Tell us. Then you want to slit his throat so he can't tell you. Like, none of it makes sense. Uh, Bougie Batman, wannabe, and head somewhere, honey. Go. Go. because you're not doing anything here but making Gary chuckle.
That's it. That's it. Gary, first of all, this is what I love. I think this is what I love most about Gary in the Andy situation when Andy and Fatima came to his office and Andy. First of all, I was like, sis, why are you even talking? Because you don't put the fear of anything into anybody. But it was the fact that Gary didn't even turn around. His back stayed to them the entire time. That's just how confident
I gotta get
he
better
was
security.
that
I gotta
y'all
get better
not gonna do
security.
nothing. All right, yeah, man, I gotta get better security. Fatima, I'm not scared. He has told Fatima several times that he's not scared of her, and she has threatened him so many. I'll push you down these stairs. No, you're not. I'll shoot you. No, you're not. You're not. And for whatever reason, Gary just, you know, what I'm saying Gary just, and then Andy. Oh my God, Erica, the scene with her and Jordan, they disgust me.
They really do.
And the set they discuss me. And the bad thing is, I really love KJ as an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Really love her.
Yeah.
This is my
Yeah.
first time seeing this guy in anything, and when I tell you, like, it makes my skin crawl to see him touch her and kiss her and try to be seductive when he speak. He sounds like a virgin. Like he
Mm,
sounds like somebody who, like, someone who's inexperienced. Let me say that he sounds like someone who's inexperienced. It comes off very kid pop. I don't know, but
yeah.
it's
Yep.
disturbing my spirit. So anytime they get interrupted or something happens, I'm just so thankful because I can't take it. It is extremely cringy.
Same. Same.
And
And
then
even like
what else
the
happened with
even
Andy?
the story with it, it's just so annoying. Like the little plant that Gary and Hudson got, the little military yo. Like, why do you need to express to him that you and your partner Andy, like Andy has nothing to do with your campaign. Like that makes absolutely no sense to me. He commends you on how you handled getting out of that scandal, and you point to Andy, who did absolutely nothing but pretty much almost left you behind without asking you if it was true. Like what? And I think that doesn't help either. Like they don't have physical chemistry. It feels very forced. It feels very cringe. But then when you get the dialogue, he's so like exposition heavy. My lady, my lady. It's like, sir, no, no. Where's Aaron at? Because you need to be coached up on what to say. This ain't it.
It ain't because it's even disturbing.
Um, but for me, the note I made about Andy, I'm specifically the most put off by, well, one, I appreciate. Okay, so I'm conflicted actually. 'Cause I appreciate Marie gathering Andy and like pulling her coattails, but I also feel like Marie borderline disrespectful often because she prioritizes herself and her comfort and what she wants, and everybody else she gonna pay them dust, and y'all either gonna help her or you gonna get the hell out of the way. So cool. But when I'm looking at Andy talking about we're not going to have this case tried in the court of public opinion. It's a divorce. There is no jury on a case of divorce. Like at this point, we're just throwing words into the script writers, and I like. Do y'all think that we're dumb? Do y'all think that we don't understand what's going on? This is not a criminal proceeding. Even if the court of public opinion decides that she needs to pay him money, that has no bearing over the judge who's going to hear the facts out and make a decision on a divorce. Like they literally lost me that early in the episode because it made absolutely no sense that she's making this big old qualm about, yeah, we're gonna make sure we're set up to not be tried in the court of public opinion. I'm like, you literally set this up. You gave the alley oop to Hayden because if Marie is worth any of her salt in
Baby,
reference to business, then she would know that public opinion don't matter, and she already carrying herself like she don't care what people think. So when Hayden comes with the actual facts of actual legal documents that have already been signed and just need to be enforced, just hand the case over to him because clearly you focus on the wrong things.
that's why I said when I did my little whatever I was talking about, whatever video it was, and I was saying that Andy doesn't need to be partner. I said, now don't get me wrong. basically what I said was I said that Hayden was a good lawyer and someone baby read me for filth or tried to. How was he a good lawyer? He ain't never did nothing. I said, baby, did we forget that Hayden is part of the reason why Andy got the position that she has now at that law firm? Did he not clear her name when it was Bellamy, Morris, and what's it called? Jasmine? Did we forget about that? We forget about Hayden helping her and doing everything he needed to do with that case. I said, so no, don't. Now Hayden ain't my favorite person. I do like him, but don't try him. He's a good lawyer, and he proved himself tonight, as you stated when he came with the actual factuals, made Andy look dumb, and this supposed to be her specialty. He's a tax attorney. How
He's a
he came out here and
Texas.
spit these facts? You a damn divorce lawyer. Listen, Andy. I say y'all just go ahead and give Hayden that darn partnership.
Just hand it to him. It's his. That's it. It's his. And though we haven't seen the intricacies of Hayden's cases, we have seen him in certain positions where he could not occupy that position without being able to carry a large load, some kind of weight in his winning cases. Like to even think about how he was able to force a hostile takeover means that he's in position with the partners, with the shareholders. And how do you get there? Like he literally is the tech side of one of Gary's biggest clients, which is how the whole hostile takeover thing happened. This is multi-millions of dollars within this hedge fund. So that's multi-millions of dollars within taxes. Like y'all got to be for real. And when I say like Andy ain't doing nothing, it's because they have not since season one paid Andy any of that type of attention when it comes to her story around her actually doing her job. Like Hayden says, she just wants to get all her little ghetto homegirls and homeboys out of jail. We have not seen her actually make any groundbreaking cases or get any dope settlements since the very beginning. Meanwhile, Hayden,
Just the first
though he has been
episode. Yep.
menacing, though he has been menacing, he has also clearly been doing something.
Those are facts, man.
PB Law says, I said it on
Those are
Twitter,
facts.
Andy too weak to deal with Miss Marie. Andy has
Baby.
confidence when she don't need to have so much confidence. And I don't like people like this, but specifically black women like this. Andy, you have no problem bossing up or jumping into your Adidas bag and standing over Pam and looking down upon her. But you come across a woman like Miss Marie, and then you want to cower. You ain't got no confidence to be saying self-esteem then ran off like a thief in the night.
Girl, because I was like, okay, Miss Marie, baby, I like you, but I don't like you. Because I'm like, who the hell are you
Hmm.
talking to? But if I was Andy, my whole thing is that's your opportunity to prove who the hell you are. Miss Marie, I
Hmm.
understand you don't work on anybody's schedule, but as for me, right now and what I'm doing and my service to you, no one else can do what I'm gonna do for you. Like you, girl, you better talk your talk. Yes, ma'am. What the hell she putting you on a damn curfew? I don't think so. She sought you out. That says
Hmm.
something. Stand in your power and your authority. Don't let this woman come in here and talk to you like that. But like you said, you can't stand up to Miss Marie, but you can stand up to a psychopath. Help me to understand. You have no problem getting in the man face as if they won't knock your tail down. But with this woman here, you can't stand in who you are. Girl, please.
Well, actually, she's only going to do that when she got back up. That's
And
why I
that's
used
true
the
too.
example of Pam because she has no problem stepping to Pam. Which we got to go back real quick, Ellie, because I wanted to talk about this before we got off of Fatima's ass.
And I know exactly
Why?
where you about to
Why
go.
have
Go ahead.
smoke for Pam? Why have smoke for Pam? You ain't never heard of it. You don't have to, babe, because you're an employee. And no shade to the employees in the chat, no shade to the secretary. But I'm about to drag Fatima's ass because she deserves it. You ain't never heard of Reach the Riches. You ain't never heard of chasing your dreams. You ain't never heard of prioritizing yourself. That's your problem, babes. You got smoke for Pam because she's sitting over there just as light as you, just as slave as you, and actually standing on business about something. What is it? Because the animosity for Pam came out of nowhere off of one quick little statement. But y'all want to tell me that Fatima doesn't have a problem with Karen. She immediately is taking out that whoever comes with Karen, whoever is on Karen's side. But y'all mean to tell me she
Period.
got intentions of she ain't trying to do nothing to Karen. When I tell y'all, y'all not gonna be able to tell me. Fatima showed us exactly who she is tonight, and it's a bird.
Yeah, I thought that was a. I'm sparing her because she's pregnant. I would have said, "Ooh, girl." Ooh, I would not. I don't watch reality TV, but I've seen enough clips to know them helpers love to throw drinks on somebody. Baby Fatima would have had smoothie all on that soup,
Sorry, Rich.
all on that soup. Rich, I'm
Because
sorry, baby. You
also
gonna have to come
sparing
pull
her
this
from
mom.
what? Sparing her from what? You sparing her from what? She has not done anything to you except for request to not be in your presence. And yet here you are. The same way that you was at her house, in her
Okay.
house. Let me clarify. But nobody wants to point to that. There's no problem with Fatima walking into her house. But there's a problem with Karen showing up and
No.
knocking on the door. Oh, okay.
And the fact that I see so
Y'all
many
can't
comments
tell
about
me
that,
nothing.
that justifies this. That justifies. So you would be okay if somebody told your man they wanted to F him? I said, yeah, I would. Why would I care? That's coming home to me. She ain't getting it.
Hello.
You think other women don't want to F your man? Where you at, sis?
Hello.
Please. She ain't gonna be the first
That is
or
your
the
man's
last.
job. Hello.
I said, child, y'all better go
And if you're
somewhere.
that pressed
But yeah,
about it, then
that
go
thing
find
got
the
me.
ugliest man you can find, honey. If you're so pressed about
Okay,
nobody ever liking your man and having to check people, go find the ugliest man that you can find. There's still always gonna be a woman that want to ride, but don't get with
facts.
exactly.
Talking about she gave Fatima permission when she told Zach she was gonna leave the door open. Okay, try that in Florida. And you tell me how I go. Oops, you won't be able to. I guarantee you that.
Keisha Bellamy said, "Excuse me." She did call her a bag of it, and then
She called her what? She called her what?
Karen called her a bag of bitches. That's something. It is, and did. But you know what? Fatima deserved it, and I'm gonna stand on it. Because you whispering under the table about how the paternity of my babies is not the paternity because you just so damn insecure about your man being the father of my child. But I can't call you a bitch
Yeah,
when you whispering under your breath to my friends. She called her a bag of
yeah. You
bitches.
talking about me?
And, and did. That's all I got to say. And did. I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired of the double standard. Like, I get it. Like who you like. Team yada yada. Team yada yada. You don't even hear me say I'm team Karen because personally, I feel like it's just so much deeper than that. It don't. It like that to me is such a trite, basic conversation. But the way that people will hypocritically judge Karen and not give her any room to feel, any room to react, any room to be a woman, be a person. But Fatima gives all the grace, all the room. Like she sat in the middle of her girlfriends and joked about the paternity of her child after she had to get an extensively long needle to check the pussy, all because she was uncomfortable and her man is weak. And Karen's just supposed to sit there like boo boo the fool and not say nothing.
Because
I will be a
none of them
hypocrite to
said
go ahead and
nothing.
agree with y'all for that.
Yeah, because none of them said nothing. Fatima made her little statement, and none of them three heifers said anything. And Karen wasn't stupid. That's why I'm glad she bought Pam because she already know what's up.
Hmm.
I'm like, Fatima, girl, baby, let me tell y'all something. Now, I will be fair when fair is needed to be, called into the situation. But Fatima, she, baby, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for all of them except Pam. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna put it out there.
Allie, the more we go from character to character, because like we already said that Daniela, she's done so, right? Then we went to Fatima from there. She pretty much done so. Zach, Danny talking about you're Zach's fiance, so you're a part of the group. Zach don't even like you. Don't even call you. Don't invite you to his house. Would not be there if you would set out tomorrow. But okay, keep capping for a man. Go ahead and let the patriarchy just win over you. Cool, cool, cool. He's that he can go to. Like we're literally just lining them up, and I'm knocking the man because all of these folks can go at this point.
Facts, facts, facts.
BB Taylor says
And then
Karen could have
Diddy
handled
Taylor
it without Pam.
said,
She could
"Oh,
have,
we read the
but
same
I
thing.
appreciate that
She
she
could
did
have."
have Pam. She could have. Are we going to Karen next?
Yeah,
You want to go to
that's supposed to
Karen,
be it.
Allie? So,
Yeah,
like, let's talk
yeah.
about Karen and Pam specifically because it almost broke my heart, which is why I'm frustrated a little bit with this episode because they had the beautiful moments like Karen, which started out like Karen being manipulative and then saying, you know what, maybe I should apologize because she was going to need backup. But then it became a very genuine thing of like, you know what, like, and I feel like so much. I love Ebony's acting just so much. Like she just knocked it out the park for me. So much was in that little moment. She actually riding for me. She be getting on my nerves, but she really and that is what actually have to get off the phone with so-called quote unquote her girl who is doing everything opposite of that. But when you get to see Pam ex Karen for the 30 minutes and she's so used to Pam like, bullshitting and just being annoying. And they had this heart to heart moment of like she's going to go open a business bank account. So now Pam is also entering into another space that Karen actually aligns with as an entrepreneur. She calls her mentor. And like what I saw now, this is just me. What I saw was Karen sitting in the moment and relishing in being appreciated, being loved, and being affirmed by a female in her life. Because that does not happen for her, even though she has been that girl to every last one of these girls. It almost broke my heart.
I felt the same way. I felt like that scene was so touching. Um, especially because Karen has already verbalized to Andy, Danny, and Sabrina, because I was gonna say friends, I'm not saying that. She's verbalized to those three women how she feels. She feels that she's not being appreciated. She feels lonely at times. She was very vocal, I think, in the first couple episodes about her feelings, and they kind of give her to kind of just nonchalant like they normally do. But for Pam to be honest about how she feels about Karen, not just I feel back, I'm your friend, or because you let me work here. It's because you're my mentor. You're who I look to. And it's obvious that
Yeah.
Karen never knew that Karen felt that way about her. So, as you stated, for her to sit in that moment and to really let those words really like seep in, and then for us to see how the emotion that came over her when she really sat in that, because I could only imagine that's a
Yep.
great feeling.
hmm And
That's
it's
a great
almost like
feeling. And I know
Karen
people
didn't need
say,
to say, sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying, I know people say they don't, well, they don't like how Karen speaks to Pam. And I'm like, that's their dynamic. So it amazes me how people say they don't like the way Karen speaks to Pam, but you have no issue with how Danny speaks to people. Like that floors me. But I'm like, with Danny, I mean, excuse me, with Andy, Lord, with Karen and Pam, that is a genuine sisterhood.
hmm
Genuine. Genuine sisterhood, genuine friendship. Even though Pam can get on people's nerves and she whatever, whatever, but Pam's service and as friends you serve each other. Friends
Yep.
service to Karen has been A1 since day one.
Yep. And
Period.
at its core, Pam is doing the best she can with the information she has in the moment. What I also appreciate, because I love me some new storyteller child. What I also really appreciate is that we're watching Pam grow as a person, as a woman. And this is what growing together in friendship looks like. So not only is Pam and Karen's relationship going to deepen because she about to get rid of all her friends, but it's also about to deepen because Pam is walking into a season of really understanding on an ambition level, on a career level, on uh, a lifestyle level, the kind of life that Karen is living. Aside from like Pam not being a mother, her walking into entrepreneurship and actually making something shake. That is something that you can relate to. That's commonality there, and I think that it's so beautiful if they do it, if they use it well. If the writers, for that matter, use it well to really document what it looks like to grow together in life, and then also with her, so the sister circle, what it looks like to grow apart. They have the pride thing right here to really display that to me.
Yeah, I agree. I do.
Like Pam is
I
literally
agree.
growing up. She retained an attorney. She getting a business bank account. Like she's doing all of the things. And from what we know, what we've seen, Pam has been a very unserious person up until now. But she's now starting to take things seriously, and I love this growth for her.
I do too. I think it's great. I think it's seeing you was talking about Pam, right?
Hmm.
Like seeing her go from just like Karen's assistant or Karen's nosy ass receptionist. And to see her journey, when Karen found out she was pregnant and, she was there and she promised not to tell anybody. And we all know Pam is the mouth of the South. But when it comes to Karen, she is very protective of her news, very protective of her business. And I love that about her. She's not telling the whole world or telling people in the shop. Whatever Karen confides in with Pam, it stays between her and Pam. And I love
Yeah,
that we're seeing the sprinkle, like it wasn't, a quick turnaround or a quick change. We're just able to see it go to me the way it would go in real life. She want to be an
yeah,
entrepreneur. And Karen has kept on her like, you need to be official, you need to get your stuff together. And now, she go to talk to Andy. Andy give her the proper name to get in touch with. And now she's getting her stuff in order. So I'm actually really excited and happy to see,
me
what
too.
happens with that. And I've seen a lot of comments and it's crazy. People was like, well, I hope her business blow up so she can leave Karen in the dust. And I'm just like, that's not even first of all, it's not Kim's nature. And two, why do you want that?
Because the
Like
hate for
Karen is
Karen is
really
just that strong.
it's ridiculous. And it's like she's really someone on the show that honestly, if it wasn't for Pam, and I know Aaron is going to be coming back in the picture, but honestly, if it wasn't for those two, she really would have nobody. After tonight, she only got Karen and I mean, she only got Pam and Karen and Aaron
Yep,
because
yep.
them other three, please. And I'll put Sabrina right there with Andy and Danny.
That's the thing. Like I'm not even following Sabrina and Andy as much as I want to, but we're gonna get to them. I wrote this note. This is something that Danny said, but I put it under Karen's name because I don't know why, but it stuck out to me. When I
Hmm.
tell y'all that y'all need to let up off of Karen's ass because the way that Danny looked her in her face and said, "I'm selfish, but you let Zach knock you up." She called
Yeah.
an orange a truck, y'all. She called an orange a
Hmm.
truck.
Hmm.
These two things have nothing to do with one another. They couldn't be an analogy on a good day. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? I'm waiting, just to be clear. I'm selfish,
Yeah.
but you let that knock you up.
Yeah. That was I, I think when that happened, you know how you be looking at something, you be like, what the hell? I had that look on my face. That's the look I had on my face because I'm like, what? And everything that proceeded out of her mouth has something to do with Zach and Karen, Zach and the babies, and the paternity of Karen's children. And it's like, why are you? It's giving obsessed, Danny, because that's all you talked about. Even I didn't mention this in the beginning, but even when Karen called Danny, she was like, "Oh, you called me, find out who the baby daddy is. That's the baby dad." Like, why is
Yep,
that consuming you?
yep. But Karen would be dead wrong if she said, "Oh, this we gotten spit on today."
Okay,
She'll be
okay,
dead wrong if she said, "Oh, did you find another boyfriend that wants to go date every other black woman around to make sure that you're jealous?" Oh, it's about
mm,
time for you to get into another abusive relationship. Who's up? Any of those things get
mm,
said, Karen will be
okay.
big bad wolf. But Danny gets
She
to
shouldn't
say
say
every
things like
cheap
that.
shot that she wants to say.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Like y'all gotta be for real, and y'all gotta make it make sense, and y'all gotta stop being hypocritical. Because for as much as Allie and I get told on a daily basis, we are so biased. The amount of things that people ignore when having a conversation around these characters, specifically so that you can demonize Karen. Meanwhile, she ain't even pulling every card that she could pull. She be gathering these hoes and she still be having restraint. But they have no restraint with her. That's my problem.
Now, Eric, I'm gonna tell you this. I know one damn thing. I ain't been going on these writers. I've been very, patient and compassionate. But I'm gonna tell you this, and I might get demonetized. I'm gonna do it on my stuff. I know Karen
Okay.
better not apologize for not name one of them help.
At
I'm gonna
all.
find out who if
Not
she
one.
apologized. I'm gonna find out who wrote the episode, and your name will be mentioned in my review because y'all might be listening to us now or on replay. I'm letting you know. If you have Karen apologize to any one of them heifers, it's gonna be me and you. I'm gonna drag you in my review. I'm putting it out there.
And I'm Pam. I'm
Fair
standing on
warning.
business anytime Allie needs.
Fair warning.
So what was said? What was said? What was done? Allie got beef. I got beef.
It's gonna be some beef. You
Speaking
better
of
not
beef,
apologize.
I appreciate the one apology that I got, but I am owed about 100. I think I'm probably owed about 283 of them. But who's keeping track? Zach is the father of one baby. Somebody else is the father of another.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't wait till Erica. If you better make sure that you apologize when you find out that Zach is not the father. You have been saying that he's the father, and you don't know that. You dumb. You wrong. Yeah. What was said? Y'all gonna run me my apology?
Girl, I had somebody
Y'all got until
comment,
Friday, 5 p.m. Friday, 5 p.m. I want all my apologies by Friday, 5 p.m.
close a business, close a business, get them apologies out. That ain't none of his baby. Karen just need to admit that he's not the father. First of all, I'm okay. Okay, since we here, my good sis didn't know she was pregnant with twins. She only knew of one child, and that's why she was so adamant. Zach is the father. Zach is the father. But now that we know there's two, possibility that maybe just it happens that two men fathered these children, and that's what happened. But Zach is one of the fathers. But baby, when I tell you, Erica said she want her apology Friday by 5. I'm gonna give you an extension for me. Make it Sunday by 6. I'm gonna let you get out of church, go eat, but have mine out there Sunday by 6 p.m.
Not Sunday after church. Go ahead, let the Lord move you into an apologetic
Let the
spirit.
Lord move in your Let the Lord move in your life. I want you to have an encounter. I want you to have a contrite heart. And I want you to come to me with an apology. Let God work on you
Sierra
first.
said they
Then,
quiet.
come to me. She said, what?
Sierra said they quiet. There's a team of fans
Oh,
up.
word?
Silent. Ain't no one said I don't want no smoke. I thought Zach was gonna be the father of both babies until 2 weeks ago when we saw the photos. Ain't no, well, you will never have smoke for me, honey. I love your perspective. You be very diplomatic, and you are who I hope to be. But
Very,
the Lord is still working on me.
very. I
We will
love
never
A
have smoke.
Noel. I love A Noel's perspective. I love her feedback. And I love the fact that she's standing on business. Period.
It's all of the people who actually support us apologizing for me. Like y'all are not even the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones who damn me to hell, call me 16 monkeys and
It's
82
some
bitches.
other
Like
ones.
what
Yeah,
they
it's some
they call
other
me a
ones.
bag of bitches
Yeah.
because I decided because I don't know. I ain't even talk about y'all. Erica James, I already know why you didn't want it to be. We've been
Yeah.
talking. Erica James, I've been coaching you slowly but surely. I've been like, okay, friend, I'm gonna let you have it. Okay, girl, like go ahead, make sure you prepare yourself. You know, that's been all my comments to you, Erica James. So I already knew once you found out you was gonna be through the roof. So it's less about you not believing me and you just decided that you this is a delusion that you wanted to stick with, and I ain't even mad at you for it, friend. But I appreciate it nonetheless. It's all the rest of you disrespectful hoes that need to come on up from the back. Come on up from the back. Allie want her apologies by Sundays after church. I want mine on by Friday at 5. Okay? Erica might be on demon time by 6 p.m. So y'all might want to get them in at 5.
That is hilarious.
Kenny Ford says all the people that need to apologize are deep and hiding tonight. Nowhere to be found. They didn't already skip town.
Did someone say something about Karen? Oh, Aaron, an apology? I'm seeing the comments. I must have missed the main one.
Apology for what? Apology for what? Because she's wrong about it?
I don't know.
The
I don't
test
know what
was
the main one
wrong.
said. Yeah, so she don't owe him an apology.
Oh,
In my
Naya?
opinion, she don't.
Someone named Naya said Naya, I think. Oh, is Karen going to apologize to Aaron? Um, why do you think she owes him an apology? Yes. It's interesting to me. This is no shade to you, Naya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so like stop type it out phonetically if I'm saying it wrong. But again, this is no shade to you. It's interesting to me how quickly we are able to call for Karen to apologize, but I don't see any dialogue around anybody else apologizing to anybody else in the series. But everybody always wants Karen to apologize. Is that just me?
No, because I remember that time Andy was in the wrong. Then she gonna tell Karen, "I think you owe me an apology." And Karen apologized. Like that's the best you could do. Trick, you didn't deserve the first one.
You did
What she
the first
apologizing
one.
for? Yeah, you didn't
I
deserve the
think.
first one. What she apologizing for?
Ooh, Shauna says, I hope they start watching like they said. I already told y'all they was lying.
Mm.
But this is my kinds of carryings on. Real quick, going back to what we were just talking about with Karen apologizing to Aaron. I personally don't think that she owes him an apology because not only did she not feel it in her gut, well, one, she didn't feel like she had twins in her gut. She thought she had one baby and she thought it was Zach. She felt that in her gut. That's what she spoke to. When she went ahead and got the test, which the writers are conflicted in saying that didn't happen, but Aaron apparently gave something. So somebody to test something so he could read something and he was able to read it. It wasn't a blank piece of paper like y'all like to hold on to. Aaron read it and said he was 99% not the father. I think that he his stuff was tested against Zach's baby, and now it's just going to come out that the other baby's in another sex, and they have to test him too. So she don't technically owe him an apology. I think what we're going to see her do is actually reach out to him and do what's right now that she has more information and in the full context of what's going on. She's not going to hide anything from him. And I think that people don't give Karen enough credit for how she actually handled the relationship with Aaron. There were some rocky moments, and yes, she kind of put him through the ringer at some points. But again, my favorite part about and this might sound toxic, y'all, so I'll take it. But my favorite part about watching Aaron and Karen is like Aaron sticking around, Aaron trying to be there through thick and thin, because that is something that women are automatically expected to do. It is not something that men are coached to do. It's not something that men are taught to do. And the fact that he was able to do it showed that he was invested in it. He feels like she's valuable. And she is valuable. She was going through a time where she needed to try to heal and she needed to try to release. just like men have that, and women be trying to stay down with them throughout the whole thing. Women have it as well. So people are so busy like trying to collect all these infinity stones of reasons to demonize Karen. Meanwhile, the whole has been the most real human on this whole show. And y'all really need to be bigging her up for being an example of living out loud and owning your mistakes when you do, but also standing on business when you need to as well. She don't owe Aaron an apology, but she's gonna open up the line of dialogue with him, and he's gonna appreciate it. That's it. That's all. No drama. No stress.
Right. and when I tell you the only because okay, anyway, what I'm looking so forward to is seeing Aaron's reaction when he finds
Mm-hmm.
out
So
he
they say
is
he's
the
gonna be
father.
so
Oh my
excited.
God. Yes. I'm so ready for that. Like that is what I'm the most looking forward to in the second half of the season. He is gonna be ecstatic because that man knew. That man said he knew that the baby was his. It was a feeling. He
Alec,
just
he ain't
knew.
know shit. He was hoping
And
and praying. Now you know that he was hoping and
and
praying.
not,
He ain't know nothing.
you listen, you know my baby got a good tight relationship with the Lord. And the Lord probably revealed to
You
him
thought that he was
that that was
sterile.
his baby. Huh?
You thought he was sterile, so he ain't know nothing. He was out here on the wing of the
I
prayer
did.
because he really loved his girl.
I thought he was sterile. I thought he was sterile because I'm like, baby, you was with your wife for 15 years and she ain't you have a child from you? Okay. But that's how it happens though. You know what I'm saying? You be with somebody for a long time, nothing happen. You get with the joke over here, you have sex with her twice, boom, you're pregnant. That's just life. That's be
Right.
life. But I'm so looking forward to honestly, I'm just really looking forward to Karen being happy and being
Mm,
cared for and really having someone to be with her during this time. And I think that
yep.
for me watching it, I don't know why I was getting like I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I was getting like super emotional watching this episode because I thought about my friend at the time, and she was pregnant with twins. She found out she was like pregnant with twins
Mm,
around the same time that Karen did, and she had her family and things like that. But it was like the guy who she got pregnant from, he has never been around, and the kids turned 16
mm,
this year and he's never been there. And I just thought about like the loneliness that occurs. And now all of us have felt, moments of loneliness, but when you're carrying life and you by yourself at night and you wake up and you by yourself and you don't have nobody to come and rub your feet or massage your back or cook you dinner or make like I started like really thinking about what that must do to someone's psyche
mhm,
and then to have people who you consider your friends, your sisters, and they are causing stress in your life. They are intentionally doing things to put you in a bad mood, not caring that you are a geriatric pregnancy, that you just had this needle in your stomach. They don't give a damn. And I thought about that and I'm like, God, I thank you for the friends that I have. Because I'm looking at these
mhm.
people. About like I said, if I was Karen, like the petty part of me, I would have thrown smoothie on everybody except Pam. But the side of me that would have wanted to remain steadfast and strong in that moment, I would have spoke my piece. Because even Andy was like, Karen, do you know what you're saying? She said, yes, Andy, I've thought about this. So this is something that has been going on in her mind for a while. And said what she said and just walk away.
Yep.
Cause y'all ain't been there for me anyway. What am I losing? But I really that thing like really hit me when I thought about like friendships and those who you're in a friendship but you still feel by yourself. Like that has to be such a horrible feeling. And then to be pregnant on top of that. And then for your friend to do something to intentionally hurt you. Good.
Yep. Natalie Rose says, PB Lost, that's mean because PB Lost said that she wants Aaron's baby to be a boy and Zach's baby to be a girl, so Fatima ain't the first of nothing. And you know what? That's my kinds of carrying on because the way that Fatima sat at this damn juice bar today and tried to play in Karen's face about the paternity with her friends, I'm done. I'm done caring about Fatima's feelings. I'm done saying that she's in a relationship with a man who doesn't prioritize her, that's narcissistic and makes everything about her. Clearly, she wants this. She's choosing Daniela as a friend, goofy. She chose Zach as a man, goofy. You literally don't ever want to know peace, happiness, health, or nothing. So go ahead. Like what did Karen say 2 seasons ago? Fatima, I wish you the best with your struggle. And yes, um, blocked, no bars. She's gonna have Zach's first baby girl. I'm with it. My kinds of shenanigans. My kinds of carries on.
I, who said that? I'm with you.
PB Law said it.
PB Laws. That that baby, you need a. If you could see me, I would give you a standing ovation for that. I love
It
it, and
is
I'm here
mean.
for it.
Natalie Rose, you're right. It is mean. But at this point, I'm done. I'm done because everybody gets to be mean to Karen, and then when she retaliates, she's the big bad wolf. It's time to start dishing it back out.
Yes. Let's give it up for Aaron Jr. and Zaria. Here for it. Here for it.
Hello.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
let's get
Karen,
freaking
give
Frank
her
up
a
out of
name that's
here because
already
so we can get ready to wrap this up. Sabrina and Andy. Oh wait, we talked about Andy. So it's just Sabrina.
we talked about Andy. Sabrina. Yep.
Monty, I really, 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 really enjoy Monty as an actor. So I am just so conflicted in watching him as Rich because he's had such brilliant moments. He be so dropped in. Like I love an actor who be doing things in the scene. Like he's not to say that the rest of them aren't. I think that for the most part, everybody on Sisters are really great actors. It's just levels, right? Monty gives greatness because I feel like he's given a little bit, but he's doing stuff in it. So it just allows his character to live and breathe. And that makes me want to root for him. But I know that you're not a good match for Sabrina. And then you have him do nice things like getting his briefcase and all of that. And it's just like, okay, but like I don't want to be bamboozled into rooting for you because ultimately I know this is never going to work. So I'm just conflicted.
Yeah. I just yeah, because I watched them together tonight, and I felt like all bubbly on the inside because
Mm-hmm.
it was just so precious and stuff. But I'm
They're
like Sabrina,
adorable.
baby, getting deeper and deeper. You gotta take your big hurt. You gotta end it because this is gonna be super hard for you. And the only thing I could possibly see of this, Rich strikes me as the type that he would be mature enough that if Sabrina did end it, I believe it would be like an amicable thing. I don't think he would be like disrespectful or anything. But the feelings, oh my God, when they just get wrapped up, that's just it's gonna be even harder to let go. But I did enjoy them.
They have
I
the
really
best
do. I enjoyed them.
chemistry. Sabrina and Rich
They
have the
do.
best new couple chemistry. Like it really works. She looks happy with him. She looks safe with him. He looks happy with her. He looks like he is in his most fullest expression of manhood when he's with her. Like it just works, except for the fact that it don't, which is so annoying. Rich, why
Yeah.
can't you want kids already? Like, just stop it. You ain't gotta have them now, but like, um, okay, so aside from her man, which is working right now, at this point, I'm with her riding the
Mhm.
ride and not dropping him. If it's gonna be a big heartbreak, then let it be a big heartbreak. I'm gonna get it all out. I'm gonna ride this ride a couple more times because this just feels too good. That's where I'm at with it. Going to Sabrina at this damn bank. Miss India comes and lets her know that she gets the manager position, which I thought was beautiful. I was so excited. I was like, yes, Sabrina, you deserve. But when I tell you the writers just literally snatched that right up out of my mouth, I couldn't even savor the sweetness of this victory because it comes out that she only got it because Paige was disqualified and fired over a lot that Maurice did. So you didn't actually grant her this because she deserved it. You didn't actually grant her this because she is ambitious, because she's a perfect person. She got it by default, and then she's running around here trying to celebrate it as if it's a win. It's not. It's not. She needs to quit this job, actually. She needs to go find somewhere else. She's come to the end of her road there.
Yeah, yeah. That thing pissed me off so bad because in my mind, I'm thinking, so you're telling me that Paige was the better candidate? So if Maurice hadn't told that lie, Paige would have got the position as the bank manager. So Sabrina was second best. And just to see how emotional she got because she was excited and happy and thankful, and then to be hit with that bomb of, and I think, okay, let me ask you this, Erica, how did it make you feel when Maurice revealed to Sabrina what he did concerning Paige? She was like, she wasn't mad or nothing like that. So it's like you didn't care how you got the position, like you didn't care about your merit, you didn't care about any of those things, just as long as you got the position.
Yep.
That just kind of felt weird to me with Sabrina.
Yeah, I didn't feel necessarily true to her character, and for me, it's like numerous episodes now where we're learning more and more about you in ways that I don't like. Like, if this is the type of hoe that you are, then I'm good on it. This gives Andrea energy. Hell, it gives Daniela energy. If I'm be honest, what happened to working hard and standing 10 toes down on what you do and who you are? Like for me, again, I need her to leave this position. I need her to not be running around town so excited that she just finally got it by damn default. You're not a default unless you are.
Yeah, correct,
I
correct.
have no problem with Maurice
And
doing it because
then,
at this end of the day, stand on business for your friend. If somebody needs to do something, I'm not crying out over no fired ass page, but Sabrina not having more self esteem or more self worth for how she got it to matter bothers me.
yeah, yeah, I am. And then I was like, when she told Maurice, come back, like come back to the bank. That's not how we hire people. I'm like, he gonna have to, I said he gonna have to come fill out an application, go through the proper channels, baby, and then he can get his job back. We ain't feeling like you just got the position, Sabrina. I mean, you do the right thing, sis. Get
And
on
you
the
know the
good
thing is,
foot, do the
I,
right thing.
it's given like this is why you were chosen by default and not off of your merit because you make poor decisions. Your first act of business is to go hire the person that your regional manager don't like.
Okay,
Girl,
period. I said, you're already giving, you're not qualified. Your first
completely
sign of business, your first thing, it's giving, you shouldn't be in this position.
at all.
Period. But okay,
Somebody pointed out that
what
they
else happened with
appreciate that Karen called Sabrina out, and I did
Yes,
too. I don't know. I kind of felt like I wanted more. I don't know if I wanted Karen to go scorched earth or not, but maybe I wanted her to go scorched earth.
yeah. I
Like I
wanted her
kind of
to get,
wanted
that's why I
everybody
was
to
like
be
in the
forced to
beginning.
pick a side, like right here, right now.
Yes,
And it's not ultimatums are not great, y'all. I'm not necessarily advocating for that, but y'all gotta also take into consideration circumstances. Like I'm not a step like ultimatums, but I'm also not gonna let you play in my face. I'm not going to let you do this. Fatima just sat across from me and talked about the paternity of my child under her breath, and then got snarky when I said, "What did you say?" Because I heard what you said, and you want to make it seem have be all passive aggressive as if you get to say whatever you want under your breath in mixed company, and none of you folks said anything or checked her about it. So right here, right now, what are we doing? Because this situation will never happen again, as far as I'm concerned. Where do you stand? It's okay for her to say that. Okay, cool. You. Is it okay for her to say that? Oh, it's not. So when are you going to say something? But I don't want to make her feel bad. But you want to make me feel like I want to like if we gonna pull the cards, pull the coats, pull all the hoes out. Everything comes out the closet right here, right now. Even though I did enjoy what Karen did say, I just kind of felt like when it came to Sabrina and Andy, I wanted more.
I think for me, I have already dismissed Andy as she's not Karen's friend. Like that's just my stance on her
Mm.
ever since that picture. That's just where I've been with Andy. I don't expect her to pick up for Karen. I don't expect her to have Karen's back. That's just where I am with Andy. With Sabrina, because she has been the one. who tends to cater to Karen just a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, as far as
Mhm.
making sure she's okay. And
Mhm.
it's the fact that you're and why I got so much smoke for Sabrina's ass is because she was sitting right next to Fatima. You
Yep.
heard what she said about your friend, and you didn't say a damn thing. So y'all have already picked a side for me
Mhm.
because ain't no way in hell I'm chilling and somebody I just hung out I've only hung out with for three little times, and you saying stuff about my friend I met at 18 and I just turned 35 years old a few days ago, and you said something slick under your breath. Who the hell are you talking to?
Yep.
And then you thanked Fatima for coming when her ass got up to leave. I said, baby, every last one of them to kiss my ass. I would not, and I know it will hurt, especially when you got history, but history would never trump respect. It would never trump loyalty. You can't be loyal to me and I can't trust you. You don't need to be in my life as my friend. I may speak to you on the street if I see you passing by. But anything other than that, no. Because I don't even understand that. And
Yep.
like you, I did want more. When she called out Sabrina, like why do you always do that? Like why you always try to make it right? Sometimes friendship, just run its course. And I would have said no. For me, it would have been like, Sabrina, you know this is wrong. Why don't you stand up for me? What's the
And
reason you're not standing up?
Sabrina specifically, like, you know this is wrong. You typically would stand up for me, or you show up for me behind the scenes. So now it's time for you to do that on Front Street. But also, you got issue with Daniela as well. She has been disrespectful to you as well. Now you're ushering in the second person that's basically going to be Daniela 2.0, and you don't even got a grasp on Daniela 1.0. Like, there's so many reasons for you to take, or opportunities for you to take a stand that not only feed into you supporting Karen and being a great friend, which you alluded to be or seem to be up until now, but also where's the trajectory of the growth for you as a person within this friendship? Because there's so many things that happen within this friendship that you're actually not okay with.
Correct. That's it was a lot. I think I knew
Welcome
this
in,
was gonna be
Lynn.
BS.
Sorry, Lynn
I knew
went and
this
said
was gonna
something
be
late.
BS. Oh, I ain't even see it, but I knew it was gonna be BS when Fatima walked in and Sabrina didn't give a look like what the hell she doing here.
Mm,
Oh, Fatima, that's me. I said, wait a minute. Then when Andy walked in, oh, I didn't know you were coming. We could have rolled together. Nothing about this seems strange when y'all help us only invite Fatima when you know Karen ain't gonna be present.
mm.
That's the only time y'all invite her. But knowing that Karen is gonna be here, it's not, excuse me, it's not, coming off as weird or strange that Fatima is here.
Yep.
I'm like, this is the most like I
You know what?
understand. No, 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 I don't understand. Oh, go ahead, Erica.
No, ain't Noel just posted a comment. I'm gonna read it after you finish.
No, go ahead, because mine might be long winded. So let's go to her thing first.
No, hers is like I pinned it, so you good. Get it off because hers
Oh, okay, okay,
is
okay.
transitioning a little bit.
Gotcha. My thing is, yeah, what was I about to say? Oh, I was gonna say I understand how you may not like a character, and I get that you may not like a character, you may not like their ways or anything like that. But when I see people comment under my videos, your videos, I know Jackie. Well, I ain't gonna call out your real name, sis. Shatan does the reviews. When I look at that, I see the people who make comment. It amazes me how people detach from reality when it comes to caring.
Mhm.
Because I don't believe there's anyone walking God's green earth who would want the fiance when it's already a sticky situation. Want this person in your presence. Want this person sitting across from you. I already got to deal with you because you with my ex. But my friends, And it never occurs to me, or occur to other people, why don't y'all view that as obsessive behavior?
Mhm.
It's
Now
really
she wants
giving
to be y'all's
upset
friend, but she was just in Karen's living room calling every last one of y'all hoes.
facts. It just really pisses me off. Like yeah. Okay, we can go ahead to ain't no well.
Ain't no Ain't no one else says I would never understand why Zach or Aaron, whether Zach or Aaron were the father, was ever a problem for Danny. It makes no sense. Neither Sabrina or Andi even questioned why Danny took offense to it. I'm selfish, but you let Zach knock you up. It's giving you want the babies, honey. Is that what it is? Is this what all this is about?
Or you
Zach told you
or
that
the
you
man.
pushed him off on her, and now you want to go back for what's yours? It's already too little too late. And then now you're going to befriend a girl who
Yeah,
got a man? So once you are done with me, are you going to turn this venom towards Fatima? Make it make sense.
that's really what it sounded like. That's really what it sounded like. I'm selfish, but you let Zach knock you up. I'm sorry. That was my man. Well, we were my man at the time, but we had sex. That's what we did. That's what we were doing. Getting pregnant is a strong possibility when you're not using protection. So that is the ultimate question for me: is why is Danny so pressed? Why are you so pressed about who shot up Karen's club?
Hello.
Why are you so pressed about who she was giving it to? Whether it was Aaron, whether it was Zach, why do you care? It's not a fa- and I think the
Why do
writers
you care?
really, please, y'all gonna have to really come through the second half of the season because the energy that Danny has towards Karen due to this paternity situation, it makes no sense. And for everybody, because somebody was actually commenting on my YouTube videos as the episode was on, talking about how Danny, they tired of Karen BS with that blank paper. We've already established the blank paper situation because Karen corrected it the very next episode. So get off of it. What not don't even matter because one of them kids belong to Zach. So have yourself a humble pie, ma'am.
I'm gonna
But
say
Danny,
this, and I still am standing on business.
mhm.
Oh, sorry, it cut off. No, go ahead.
No, 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 no. Go ahead, because I'm just reading Danny. But no,
I'm standing on business about this, and I swear I be giving y'all reasons sometimes to come for me, and this is gonna be one of them. But I'm still standing on business and saying that y'all can't tell me. So you can come if you want to. Make sure you got a militia with you. Okay. So I am selfish, but you let Zach knock you up. She, I'm the one who's crazy. I'm the one who's weird, but she don't know who her baby daddy is. Baby, I would much rather be going back and forth between a raggedy nigga with some good penis who I've actually fallen in love with. So at this point, he kind of like attached to me because I have already been in a relationship, give my heart to him. And then the upgrade who loves me down, who I'm a little bit out of sorts about, going back and forth between those two fun as me. And if they're my baby daddy, and that being my biggest concern in life over getting spat at, beat on, dealing with multiple abusive relationships, not being able to withstand or hold up a healthy relationship, not being able to be a stand-up woman and or a friend with any friendships, self-deprecating, self-destructing, becoming an alcoholic, addicted to weed, and stuck in a dead-end job. I would much rather be an entrepreneur who don't know who my baby daddy is than to deal with all that. Since we're gonna run whole facts. Y'all do what y'all will with
mm.
that information.
Yes, I will take the first one for 300, Alex.
Who else is taking it? Who else is taking Karen
Give me the
setup?
first one.
Any day. Put a one in the chat if you would take Karen setup. Put a two in the chat if you would take Danny. You know, since we run running whole fat.
I would definitely take the first one. I wouldn't want it, but if they're my only options, I'm taking the
If
first one.
those my only options, Ain't no else says a one for me. If these are your only options, so she's running around town telling people that Karen is in this horrible situation. She just, girl, look at your life, it's a hot mess. On her best day, you still ain't living up to what Karen living. You still ain't standing up to the type of person that she is. Karen's worst day is your best. So I'm sorry, what was said? Be for real, Daniela. At some point, you gotta decide to be for real. And Zinga gave full ones. All right, you can't take three. Three ain't an option, baby. Some greatness as a one all day long. Robin K gave it a billion ones. Oh, I forgot about that. But take off. On top of all the trauma that she's experienced, she also went to bed with a gay for pay man. I will take the who's the baby daddy any day.
Okay.
Um,
The fact that Danny had sex with the same person Maurice did trumps everything. She can't say nothing to nobody.
everything. Karen don't know who her baby daddy is, but I had sex with the same man Maurice did. Quiet about that, babes. You might want to go ahead and be quiet. Don't run nobody whole facts. Because if we get to pulling out yours,
Mm. And we forget about Chris either. Met
and
him the
out,
first night, took him home.
and out. But anybody who actually showed any genuine interest with you run them up out of there so fast.
Hmm.
Y'all, is there anything else we missed? Because we got to get ready to wrap it up. The girl is almost to New York. I can't wait to share Wild Kingdom. I'm really excited about it. Um, but anything that we missed in breaking down
I
tonight's
think
episode?
let me look at my notes, but I think we actually touched on everything that happened in tonight's episode.
Sierra, Sierra said I'm going to go get water, and everybody typing one. So what the did I miss? So you giving a one if you would take Karen's circumstances over Daniela's circumstances because she has been running around all season talking about Karen don't know who her baby daddy is. Her life is a wreck. Meanwhile, she has been abused by multiple men, been spat on, is an alcoholic, addicted to weed, and a dead end in his job, is addicted to self destruction, is a terrible human being. And, most people are putting ones because they would much rather be in Karen's position and just not know who their baby daddy is, but be an entrepreneur and a stand up woman over being Daniela or in her circumstances. So which one would you do, Sierra?
Oh, D
But go ahead,
Lovely
what you were
asked,
saying,
"Is
Evan.
Penelope really dead?" No, I was reading D Lovely's comment. Question. He said, "Is Penelope really dead?" Gary done did something to her. Gary did something. I wouldn't be surprised if she is, because the fact that she's pregnant and she lost blood like that, she would
Yeah,
have to either be at a hospital or she's gone.
I think
So
she's gone. Especially because we're still getting
yeah.
the agent that pops up that that's going to tell Gary that he's going to find her, and Gary's going to be playing up the like, oh yeah, find my fiance. I think that she's dead.
Oh, girl, we did forget something.
What?
The white man that showed up at Jordan's.
Gary's playing. Gary, let it go. Let it go. God damn it. It's making me
I'm
so
like,
mad.
why
Why
is
are
he
you playing this man
here?
in his service? Gary
Man,
gotta
leave that
chill.
man alone. Leave
But
them. And
also,
then Jordan just, I think Jordan a little delayed, Erica.
really, why is he
I
saying
don't.
that? Okay, I don't know about if he delayed, friend, but these writers are dead
Something ain't
wrong
right.
because and what councilman needs a veteran to come and be his security. He is not running for mayor. He is not running for president. He's running for goddamn councilman. Be for real. You can go get this man with this pedigree to protect the councilman? City council? They lost me with that. So also I'm just like, all right, well, Gary, go ahead and execute your plan because at this point, give you something because you called Fatima a Rockwaller. So whatever.
Baby. Hold off on what part nine? Which part you talking about? Let's see. Jordan acts like a gay man trying to act like he likes women. When Tay talk, the actor is actually gay for real. Like he's a gay man.
Yeah.
The actor who plays him.
I
The
do gotta
reason
watch
why
the 70 trailer.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet either. I ain't trying to be funny, y'all. But when I say he's delayed, it's because it's like you literally talked to this man for 20 seconds and you hired him. I'm like, did you even look at the resume? He just came to your house and told you what he did.
Even if he did
I'm
work
like,
city
Jordan.
council,
And that's the thing. You're a councilman, baby. You the bottom of the totem pole. What you need security for? I guarantee people would know you more from playing football than in the political world. What are you
period.
talking about?
Period.
I said, baby,
And,
I
I think
think
I'm going into the tunnel because I'm about to be going into New York, so I'm about to have to really wrap this up.
yeah, I think we got it. I think we did everything. We got everything.
Y'all be on the lookout for the breakdown and review in the preview videos. Sisters will be returning for the second half of season 7 on May 22nd. We will be
Yeah.
set. We will be watching. We will be waiting. Allie, anything else you want to plug before we get up out of here?
Thank you everybody who be sending me video ideas because I am still gonna post of during the hiatus or whatever. But yes, I have a lot to say about this episode and about the first half of the season. So it's gonna be a lot of videos coming y'all way, so y'all be on the lookout. And I appreciate you guys for
Period.
supporting and commenting and all of that stuff. Y'all are great. Y'all are good. Y'all be having it popping here on Wednesday nights. Shy Town Girl does reviews. When Tay Talk is doing reviews on Sisters now. Y'all make sure y'all check everybody out who reviewing. I was able to look and listen to her live a couple days ago. Had me rolling like she always does. Um. What else? Yeah, just look out for the video. That's all I'm saying.
Awesome sauce. I gotta go check out Wednesday Talk and Shot Town Girl too. I have not gotten into y'all's breakdowns yet, but I'm going to definitely do that. We gotta keep hope alive out here being a minority in these sister streets with some sense.
Yes.
Erica, why
Yes.
you keep taking shots? Yo, I am coming with breakdowns for today's episode. Of course, previews, trailer breakdowns, all that kind of stuff. But also, I have a series of things. I still owe y'all the Daniela read video, which is perfect now because I have all the material that I need to. This is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a detailed one. And for everybody that was rallying for her in the last 2 weeks of my videos, come on over to this video because I'm coming with nothing but receipts, facts, and a timeline already. Okay. Be on the lookout as well for additional content. I'll have more all the Queen's main content I'm posting. I did do the finale late, but I did it. But I also have like what's next for them next season. We'll be talking about predictions and jumping into specific storylines within sisters. I also am going to be finishing out my champion review. So if y'all are looking for something to watch during the hiatus, champion on Netflix is great, and I'm going to be posting on my community post tab, my community tab. Other things that y'all should be watching. If you haven't already joined the Discord, the link is in the description box down below. I also talk in the Discord about what I'm watching before any content actually makes it to the channel. It'll make it to Discord first. So if you want to stay in the know and if you want suggestions and if you just want to stay connected within our community, that's the place for you to do it. I love you all. I appreciate you all.
Love
Thank you so
y'all.
much for being here. Y'all are so real. I hope that y'all understand and feel the commitment and the love that both Allie and I have. Like again, I'm literally on an Amtrak getting my life because I can't miss this night with y'all, and I'm committed to it. And I love having this dialogue, even when I'm being dragged and turned every which way but loose. Ultimately, I love the core supporters, the core fans, the core community that we've been able to cultivate. And I hope that y'all actually feel that from us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we had a great first half of the season.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
We did.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
And then stay
Y'all have
tuned because I'm gonna be staying while I'm in New York, and I can't wait to share with y'all. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week,
love
and I'll see y'all in the
y'all.
comment section. And
Yes. Good night, everybody.